going to do some demo programs to show Hello World in action. So the first one, Python, because it's nice and simple. Print Hello World. Do the exclamation mark there as well. And there you go, Hello World in action. Now obviously this is running in the interpreter, and what we actually want to do is run it as a standalone script. That's slightly more involved. So what we're going to do is edit a file called hello.py, which is going to be a Python file. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a line in which tells the script interpreter, the shell here, which Python to use. Now, if we just type which Python, you can see that our Python interpreter in the command line is in user bin Python, and most systems will have it in that place. So what we're going to do is put in what's called a hash bang, which is a hash exclamation mark, and when the shell, in this case the bash shell, executes, it will look at the first two lines of the file and see this hash exclamation mark, the hash bang, and it will use this next line as the interpreter to run the script with. So if we now put in here print hello world exclamation mark and save the file, what we've got here now is a file called hello.py, and we can go python hello.py and you see that it runs. Now at the moment we can't execute this script on its own, because you see when I attempt to do it here it says permission denied, and that's because at the moment under the Unix style file system here, you'll see that we've got read, write, read and read permissions, and what we actually need to do is to give this execute permissions so that we say this is an executable script. So I'm going to use the chmod command, chmod, and what we want to give is read, write, execute for the user. Now that is an octal bit, so you've got read, which is 3, you've got write, which is 2, and you've got execute, which is 1. If you add those together, that gives us 7. So we're going to chmod 7, 5, 5, because we only want read, write for other people. Hello.py. If we look now, you can see that we've got read, write, execute, read, execute, read, execute for the world, so everyone can run this. Depending on what permissions you want to give, there will be different ones. And when I run the script now, we've got Hello World running as a standalone Python program. Because of the hash bang, that's the interpreter that's being used there. If this line wasn't here, and we try to run it now, you see that it now doesn't know what interpreter to use. It tries to use the shell. Print isn't a valid shell command. So that's the importance of writing your own Python scripts, is having that interpreter in the correct place.